Stephen Bridges, STMG 424, self-assessment, student ID 1185930. What I will accomplish. I will one day be an extremely successful business owner living in Melbourne, and I'll be operating in the sports marketing sector. My strengths. I believe I have good communication and social skills that will enable me to pitch my idea to investors and make great relationships. Some people say I've got the gift of the gab. I also have good mentors that are available to me. My father, having started his own company 20 years ago, now turning over a profit in the multi-millions, is a good place for me to start. Also, I have an uncle who has his own successful company as well, so that's two people that I can go to ask for advice. My weaknesses, this would be stubbornness. I like things to be done my way and can have a hard time adapting to other people's viewpoints, especially if I think they're wrong. This is something that I need to look to improving in the future if I want to be a great entrepreneur. Opportunities. There are plenty of opportunities for me as I'm a near graduate student. I may have the chance to run a motel in Hamilton for 6 months, which will give me a good chance to showcase my management skills and to gain valuable experience of the ins and outs and what is required in running a business. Threats. All the other recent graduates, they have a similar degree to me. It would be threats to me. This is because if they interview better than me or have a better CV than me, they may take away potential opportunities from me. A little bit of pest analysis on myself. I can only live in certain countries for a certain amount of time, such as Europe, any of the European countries or the US, and this may impede my ability to be an entrepreneur, as there may be more opportunities abroad. As for economic factors, limited cash flow. As a young student, I need to find people who will finance my ventures, and they will ultimately decide whether I can achieve my goals or not. Socioculture. I need to have a better understanding of foreign culture into the future, and I need a better understanding of where the world is going and what I'm going to need to do in the near future in order to take advantage of that. In terms of my ability, I have strong qualities that will make me successful. I'm a hard and diligent worker, self-motivated and eager to reach my goals and full potential, and I'm willing to put in all the time and effort it takes in order to achieve my goals. I've lasted 4 years at university, which in itself isn't an easy feat, and it shows that I'm dedicated and have good perseverance in tough times. I also have a degree from a Triple Crown accredited management school, which a lot of people can't say, as there's only about 70 of them in the world, which gives me a good point of difference. In terms of competitors, all of the other people who have a similar degree to me at the start of looking for jobs will be my main threats, because they'll be looking for similar jobs. As I progress further into my career as an entrepreneur, other entrepreneurs will be my main competitors, as well as other corporate firms who may look to use their financial backing to get rid of me. I must make sure that I'm better than them, and if I can't beat them, I should look into joining them. Strategies of how I get there. If I do get this job as a motel manager, I'll use this time to gain a great understanding of what is required from the owner in order to run a successful business. I'll take the owner out to lunch a few times during this span, sit him down and pick his brain about how he started and what are the main problems he encountered and how he solved them. And this will give me a great insight into starting my own company and what I'll need to look out for. Once I've concluded my time in the motel, I will look to move abroad, hopefully into Sydney or Melbourne, into a marketing graduate role. If I cannot achieve this, then I'll just go into a basic sales role to start out. This is to give me a great understanding of the Australian culture and understand the difference in businesses there, but also gives me the requisite skills that my degree may not have given me in terms of sales and marketing abilities, so that when I become an entrepreneur, I'm at the top of my game. From here, I have the knowledge and resources to start my own sports marketing firm. I've chosen Melbourne because it's a sports-mad city, and therefore gives me the best chance to be successful. I also am mad about sports, and therefore I think that doing a job that I ultimately love will also help me become successful. As for whether or not to be an entrepreneur, I would definitely choose being an entrepreneur. I believe my personality type is better suited for being an entrepreneur, as I'm willing to work maximum hours when I'm working for myself. I'll put in more effort, and there's no boundaries with what I'll do. And sometimes when I'm working for other people, when I don't necessarily see the benefits of what I'm doing, I may become lackadaisical, and that could be another weakness of mine. So I think if I'm working for myself, I'll definitely enable myself to reach greater heights than if I was working in a corporate or for someone else. I believe I've got the skills, the ability, and the gift of the gab that will ultimately allow me to be a great entrepreneur.